Very good morning, dear students. Because today again I start with the revision of this noun case. Noun, it is a word which is used as a subject or an object. It is the name of a person, place, or a thing, any object in your surroundings. And simply they are proper, common, and abstract noun. You have this abstract noun also in formation of abstract noun in your this PT1 syllabus. Abstract noun are the name of the things which you can perceive through five senses, which you, cannot perceive, fine, which we cannot touch, which we cannot see, which we can feel, we can assume, we can imagine, we can define. That is abstract noun. For example, child and childhood. The difference of child and childhood. Child is common noun, but childhood is the abstract noun. Now, noun case. But a case of the noun or the noun case is, it is in, there are three cases of noun: nominative, objective, and possessive case. Right? This nominative case, it is the, when we use noun as a subject. Subjective or nominative case means when we use the noun as a subject. And objective case is when a noun is used in the as an object. Okay. And possessive case is the noun case which we have in our PT1. But this particular part of objective case I would like to discuss. It is a direct and indirect object. You are well aware of this direct and indirect object. It is the objective case of noun. A noun can be a direct or an indirect object, and you are asked to identify the direct and indirect object. Then you will be having more marks for grammar. That this can be asked. It is part of your assessment. So, father gave Reena a watch. Now you see this sentence. Father is noun, gave is verb, Reena is again a proper noun, and a watch. Watch is also noun. Means there are three nouns in this sentence. Father, Reena, watch. Now, when we have to take out the direct and indirect object, father gave. This is the doer. This is the subject. Father gave what? Father, this is the main answer. Father gave, this is the object to the verb. So it is direct object. A watch is the direct object. And when you will have to pick out, then you should pick the determiner beta along with this. If you are supposed to take out any noun, always take the determiner also. A watch. What is the direct object? A watch. And what is the indirect object? In other words, if you take out this indirect object, then even then sentence can be complete. His father gave a watch. Now, to whom, when, where, how, they are the different cases. Right? So, Reena is the indirect object. Direct object is watch. Now, possessive case. This is the main concern which just will have query about. Beta, possessive case, this is used to show the relation of the belongingness of the noun. Now, how it is shown, how this belongingness, how this possession is showed, it is showed by in two ways. It is showed in two ways. One is by using apostrophe S and the other apostrophe. Right? One is apostrophe S and apostrophe. Now, where to use this apostrophe and where to use this, apostrophe S and where to use this only comma, that is apostrophe. Now, apostrophe and apostrophe S, they are used with the living nouns. First rule, it is beta of three types: apostrophe S, apostrophe, and of pattern. You know, of word also shows the relation. Rooms of this house, rooms of this building, the something non-living. This of pattern is used for the non-living. With the living things only, this apostrophe S and apostrophe is used. Of pattern is used with the non-living thing. Fine. First rule, this rule you should remember. For example, Meera's bag is lying on the chair. In other words, off pattern, you can say the top of the hill, not hilltop, right? Flow of the water, legs of this table. So these are off pattern. Now this apostrophe S is used with the singular noun. Mira's bag is lying on the chair, right? This apostrophe S shows the relation of this bag belongingness, belongingness of this bag to Mira, means this bag belongs to Mira. Now apostrophe. This apostrophe is used with the plural nouns which are ending with S, right? Boys, nurses, girls, tables, any nouns where, not tables, sorry, with the living nouns, plural nouns ending with S. Here only apostrophe will be used because this S is already there, beta. Okay, in a way you can keep in mind S is already there, so I will use apostrophe. And with the singular noun ending with the sound, leaves, keeps, right? Singular noun but ending with the S or the sound, leaves. Okay, here only apostrophe will be used. Off pattern is used with the non-living things. Now some important points to be remembered. Where this apostrophe S can be used with the non-living thing. These are the exceptional cases. With the names of the continent, country, and state or city. It can be used. You know, this China is not living thing, but it is the name of a country. So with the name of country, continent, state, and city, Delhi's transport. Usually you might have seen this kind of the use. Pagodas use like this. Now, inanimate things, when they are personified. Now, beta, we have talked about that this apostrophe S is used with the living things only. Inanimate means which are not living, but they might be some kind of the abstract noun, but they are used as personified. Personified means when they are assumed as person. This personification is the device used in poetry or in literature. When an author or poet, he assumes any abstract idea as a person. For example, night. He can assume, the poet can assume night as a lady. The beautiful night or the night, beautiful night in the black gown with stars on the flares. This kind of the assumptions, personifications are done. Wind, west wind. The poet here, he has used this as an person. That abstract noun or abstract idea can be used as a person. There this apostrophe is used. That's icy hand. Duty's call. See, this apostrophe S is used. Singular nouns denoting time, distance, and date. Month's notice. The nouns denoting time, distance, and date. But these are the rules which you will learn. You have to keep in mind. With the word worth, rupees worth of salt, 10 rupees worth of sugar. Now, particular apostrophe here you will place with the compound nouns. There are three words, brother-in-law. So we need to be careful that this apostrophe will be added in the last word. If you add this brothers, then it makes the wrong sense. It should be added in the last word. Idiomatic expressions, phrasal verbs, idiomatic expressions we have discussed yesterday. At arm's length, at stone's throw. So again, it is an inanimated, but still, this apostrophe S can be used in idiomatic expressions. They can be. We should remember this.